FM 1021 and AM 1450. KYNT, Yankton.
You are listening to the Coach's Corner Show on KYNT, Yankton's home team. Now, let's get you caught up on Yankton High School athletics with SDBA and NSMA Sportscaster of the Year award winner and the voice of Yankton Bucks and Gazelles Athletics, KYNT Sports Director, Bryce Ladwig.
All right, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Coach's Corner, live at 1019 Broadway Avenue here in Yankton. The Coach's Corner Show, powered by Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. Coach Chris Haynes will join us later on KYNT, as well as on the Pizza Ranch phone line. And for those joining us on terrestrial KYNT 1021 FM, you can thank General Manager Kurt Dykstra for letting me know that we were not on air for the first 20 seconds of that. So, Coach's Corner Show, again, powered by Explorers Credit Union. And again, wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. We'll get started in the studio today. We'll start talking Yankton Gazelles basketball for the final time this season. And Coach Blake Savvy joins us. Coach, good morning. And obviously, you want the season to keep going as long as it can, right? But it ended on a victory, so that's a huge thing for Yankton. And going into that weekend, I would say you and I talked many times, obviously, in that like short duration, 48-hour window. Though I think that Spearfish, the 3-point loss, though, was the best the Gazelles played all season long against a very good Spearfish team. So mainly, I want to talk about that last weekend of the season, the leaps and bounds of improvement from the Gazelles overall. Did you see the same thing? Yeah,
really, really happy with that last weekend and the way that we were able to compete with a team that's going to go play in the state tournament here this next weekend and then go finish on a win. I think that there's a lot to be said for finishing and having this thought in your mind like, oh, man, I wish we could keep going because I think that is something that can stick with the girls a little bit in this off season. They felt what it is like to really put it together and feel some success. Got just kind of the monkey off the back with the win, and we were really, really happy for them with that. And just all the work that they continued to put in, regardless of wins and losses, it felt really good to see them be able to pull that off at the end.
Well, did it make the season a little bit more difficult for the girls and the staff, obviously, but, not just searching for that first win all season till the last game, but just to be so close so many times because there's so many games where the Gazelles played like 3.5 quarters really well, right? And just couldn't quite finish or maybe had a bad third or something like that. But did that make it just sting a little bit more?
Yeah, I think that the toughest part about that is you have to continue to get back up for the next game. And
sure.
It's really hard mentally to continue to put yourself in a place where you're going to go all in for a win and then come up just short again. And so your mind kind of starts to want to protect yourself a little bit. Like, I'm not really going to expect to win this one anymore. And so we kind of had to work as a coaching staff and as a just team as a whole to combat that and say that, the toughest part about this is we're going to go out 20 times with the mentality that we're going to go win this game. And with each loss, that gets tougher and tougher to fight. But the girls did, for a young team, the mental toughness and fortitude and just resilience that they showed was phenomenal.
From the first practice with the girls to the last game, what aspect of the team game improved the most, do you think, throughout the year?
I really liked our ball movement towards the end of the year. I thought that more girls were starting to touch the ball and attack the rim. You saw, whether it was Kelson Wells, Nora Kraske, Jocelyn Elwood, those three I think were big as far as from beginning of the year to the end of the year, just their willingness to attack the rim, get their feet in the paint, and then take the shot or move it to their teammate. That's really big because it takes pressure off of an Eden Wolfgram who, the more she has the ball in her hands, the easier it is for her defender to just kind of do their job. when they've got to defend her off the ball, that job becomes a lot more difficult.
No, absolutely. I know the free throw attempts went up throughout the season, so the numbers show that as well. Be more aggressive and getting to the line more, decent free throw percentage throughout the year. So that was really nice. All right, let's talk about the different classes of girls you have. So obviously the seniors, and whether a senior starts or maybe doesn't play as many minutes or whatever, the seniors are so important to a team, right? For the glue of the locker room and things. So why don't you take a moment to talk about your seniors? Obviously this is their last basketball season.
Yeah, talked to the team and them and a lot of people just about what they did this year was really tough and really important. I think that when you look at sports right now, whether it's college or high school, if you don't get the minutes or you don't get the time, you transfer or you quit. And they did not do that one single time. They didn't put themselves above the team. It was kind of a roller coaster for them as far as minutes. They led. They came to our captain's council's meeting once a week, and they were giving input about what we need to do with the team, where relationships were at, different team chemistry things. I just thought that, they continued to put the team above themselves day after day, and that's a really tough thing to do in your senior year. And so I just have so much respect for those three and what they did for these 4 years. They bring a lot of different, Haley Schulte is going to be loud and funny and laughing and bringing the energy of our team up. Olivia Chipman is just a hard worker, and she also is so caring. Teammates are going to come to her all the time just for any sort of words of wisdom or advice, and that'll be awesome going down the road for her. And then Adeline Skohaas is just, again, kind of just funny, loose person on our team that keeps our team morale up. And she also continued to work hard regardless of her circumstances. And I think they're just shining examples of character-wise who we need to be.
And your juniors will obviously have a tough road again next year, at least a lot on their plate, I should say. But your lead minutes were your sophomore class, right? And that's been the case basically since they were 8th graders, right? So they've been keep moving up, playing as freshmen heavily last year, and then lead minutes this year as a sophomore class, led by Eden Wolfgram, of course. But did you like everything you saw from that class? I feel like I saw a lot more ball movement just amongst that class. Jocelyn Elwood, a little bit more aggressive near the end of the season. I'm sure you like to see that. Absolutely. Of course, Eden started off strong out of the gate and then finished just on fire. But you love to see that as well. And Berkeley Olson, same thing as with Jocelyn Elwood. This is just from my perspective, right? But more aggressive near the end, taking better looking shots.
Yeah.
She really likes that short corner jumper.
Yeah.
And what do you see from them from when you first started the season? Do you feel like they took a step forward?
Yeah. We want to get back to a point in our program where we've got a lot of juniors and seniors on the court. And I think that we see that with this junior class and then that sophomore class. There's a lot of minutes that can be developed and that are going to return for next season within those two groups. And, I think when you look at that junior class, going to be seniors, they're going to give us a lot of leadership next year, and that's going to be really fun. And then that sophomore class, they grew a lot on the court, but I think the toughest part that they kind of had is they were some of our minute returners in a sense, just coming in as sophomores. And so then you are asked to carry a large load on the court. You're asked to be a leader off the court and on the court, and then in a case of like an Eden, then you also have to go be our scorer and a lot of times main defender. And so as a sophomore, that's just a very taxing weight to have put on you. But I think when we look down the road next year and the year after, there's going to be a lot of growth that comes from this season in that sophomore class, just from having to figure it out a little bit and be the ones to both lead on and off the court at a young age. That'll pay a lot of dividends here the next 2 years.
All right, sub-varsity, as we're closing out the season conversation here. What did you see from, you don't have to go individual, but obviously there's multiple levels, right? But just as a whole, the health of the Gazelles basketball program, and you kind of cruise around during the games, with especially doubleheaders, right? You're kind of going around watching all these games and helping where you can. What'd you see from the sub-varsity levels?
I love our defense at the sub-varsity levels. For what we preached defensively of just getting up, pressuring, creating a lot of chaos, pressing, we got close on the varsity court, and I think that Douglas, you saw a style that we've been waiting for, and we saw it a few other times throughout the year, and we played great defense against Spearfish too. But the sub-varsity levels, I think that they just went and had no fear, and they really got after it on defense. And so that's really exciting to see that, those younger girls are taking that message and really running with it, because it's not going to be something that you build overnight when you want to change a style like that. But when you see it in our younger girls, that's very promising, because that gives it a chance to take hold here for the next 2 or 3 years and then really, really become ingrained in our program. And then that 8th grade class, we're really, we appreciate them. They all extended their season ×2. Their season was really in the second quarter, before Christmas. And they came out, 13 of them continued with us, which was a crazy awesome number to see. And we hope that we get a lot of that class back. Just numbers-wise, that'd be really big for us to be able to have a big class like that and continue to put our numbers in the right way.
How nice was it for you when you became head coach to have the entire assistant staff maintaining from when Decker was coach to you? How big of a help were they when the season started, and kind of talk about your coaching staff?
Yeah, my assistants are phenomenal. We brought on Lauren Cease, was the one that, and she took my position, and she brought a lot of fresh knowledge just playing college basketball last winter. And she's just a really knowledgeable coach and brings a lot of energy and bonds really well with the girls. And so she offers a lot of different perspectives to them and connects with them in a lot of ways that I think it's awesome for our girls to be able to have a role model like that was at a level of basketball just recently that you maybe want to be at. I think that's a really big opportunity for them. And then Jill Muth at the sophomore level, she's a great coach and comes from a basketball family, but also she does so much off the court for us as far as any of kind of those managerial things. She's getting it done. And we kind of joke around with our coaching staff and our average age. Jill's kind of the mom of our group. And so
she loves that.
She's keeping us in line. And, I think there was a good moment out in Rapid where she had gone to get the food ready. And so Lauren and I kind of looked at each other and we were like, well, how many people are supposed to be on this bus? We got to call Jill. And so she just has all of that taken care of. And that's so nice for me to be able to know that I can kind of let my brain go from that end, and just she's going to have that handled. And then she does a great job with the girls on the court as well. And then Kelly Heider, we had her for most of the season, and then she had a new addition to the family, and so we've missed her here at the end. But she still stayed very involved, is always available for a phone call from me here at the end. And she is... she's just steady and calm, and that's really good. I kind of bounce around and I'm off the walls all the time. And so she's a good balance for me to just kind of keep me in line and in check. And whether good or bad, I think that she just kind of tells it how it is. And the girls really appreciate and respect her too. So I'm blessed with the coaching staff. They help me out a ton, and I hope that we stay together a long time because it's a really good group of four.
Well, a growing season throughout the year ends on a very great weekend, so at least a good end to it, and gets people excited for the next season of Gazelles basketball. I want to say thanks to you for whenever we were going to be in the studio, you always come in, and I appreciate you doing that, or joining me on for a phone interview, or especially right before games sometimes for our pregame interview. So I want to say, first of all, congratulations on your first season as Gazelles head coach, and hopefully we're doing this for many years.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and I think just making sure you get a shout out as well. I mean, in the beginning of the radio show that wasn't maybe airing yet, we get the you got all the recognition from just different awards, and I think they're well deserved. The coverage that we get in Yankton is not like anywhere else, and it's awesome for our kids to be able to be covered like this and get that exposure. So you guys do a phenomenal job.
Well, appreciate the kind words. It's a dream job, and you guys make it fun. So, Coach, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I know, hey, go Yotes, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, appreciate it, Coach. That was Coach Blake Savvy of Yankton Gazelles basketball. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here on the Coach's Corner.
My name is Rachel Lindholm, and I'm a sophomore at Mount Marty. Mostly, Mount Marty is it's like home to me. The community is awesome. No matter who you're talking to, whether in dining services or the residence life team, everyone loves talking to everyone else, and everyone's super interested in getting to know you, and everyone loves making you feel like you are home.
Start your journey at Mount Marty University. Schedule a tour online at mountmarty.edu.
Isn't it great when things work how they should? Like the award-winning free checking from FNBO. No monthly fees, no minimums, and no overdraft fees, ever. Online, in the app, on the go, or down the street. You be you, and we'll make it easy to bank your way and manage your account. Here's to simple, flexible, and free. Here's to checking that works the way you want it to. Visit fnbo.com to learn more or stop on by. FNBO Free Checking. Member FDIC.
It's time to stop making excuses. The peace of mind you get after a colonoscopy is worth it. It's the best way to prevent and detect one of the deadliest cancers. In fact, your doctor can remove precancerous polyps during the procedure if necessary. That's right, before it even turns to cancer. No buts about it. Get a colonoscopy at 45 and follow up every 10 years or as recommended by your doctor. Find a location or schedule now at avera.org/colon.
Imagine paid vacation, sick leave, holidays, and full medical coverage the moment you start a new job. Plus quarterly profit sharing, 5% 401k match, and a company-paid retirement plan. Your first day on the job. With Parker of Yankton, you don't have to imagine, because all these benefits begin day one. We are hiring assemblers, material handlers, and line operation techs for both shifts. Don't mind working nights? Enjoy a pay differential of $235. If you're looking to upgrade your career and have day one benefits, apply today at parker.com.
Parker, engineering your success.
All right, welcome back in here to the Coach's Corner show, live at 1019 Broadway Avenue in Yankton. Thanks to Coach Blake Savvy for joining us in studio. And now we turn our attention to the Pizza Ranch phone line. Joining us on the Pizza Ranch phone line, Coach Chris Haynes, Yankton Bucks basketball. Coach, good morning.
Good morning, Bryce. How we doing?
I am doing well. I'm sure you're getting prepped already. I'm sure you've been prepping for days. Big game for the Bucks later today. Sodak 16 playoffs. And how's the team feeling overall?
Yeah, we've been working hard this week, getting ready for a shoot-around here, obviously with the weather and no school yesterday. A little bump in the road, a little hiccup there, but, we were scheduled to have a shoot-around this morning once we found out the game time was 6 o'clock. So we'll get in and do that and go over some things one final time. And, it's nice to be able to do that, especially not having school yesterday, not being able to have, practice. So get in the gym and, like I said, go through things one last time. The prep work has been good this week. There's been a lot of energy in the gym, obviously coming off a good weekend last weekend, final weekend of the regular season at home and picking up a couple wins and getting some momentum. You could just see the energy and excitement, was definitely building this week. And I think our guys are excited for the opportunity today.
I know all teams deal with it, but are you starting to take the weather personally, Coach? It seems like every year, just winter is not a fan.
Yeah. That way in South Dakota, we've had years where the regular season's got us and you have a whole bunch of cancellations, postponements. And then it seems like, almost every year you get around tournament time and you're going to have some weather to deal with. So you just kind of roll with the punches and, control what you can control. And obviously, the weather is one thing you can't control. And so you just have to move on with it.
For sure. This might be the most obvious question I've ever asked you since the years we've known each other, and probably the most obvious answer. But how important was it? Has to be asked. So how important was the weekend you just had? Obviously, the overtime victory with Spearfish, kind of the playoff atmosphere along with Douglas. It was kind of a play-in weekend the entire way through. How important do you think that could be for the Bucks going into the actual playoffs now?
Yeah, it was very important. Obviously, turns out that we had to win both of them, which we thought going into the weekend we probably would have to, and just to extend your season. So, but then Friday night being senior night, and having the guys step up and make plays and beat a good Spearfish team was a good win for us. And then to bounce back and play as well as we did and shoot it as well as we did against Douglas was nice to see. So, and like I said, and then so obviously you get into the playoffs, which is huge, and which was the goal going into the weekend. But then, like I said, playing well and both ends of the court. I thought our defense was solid all weekend, and like I said, we made some shots, which is always nice. And then that just carried over into this week. And even though we had weather, we're late start or early dismiss, late start, they canceled. Our guys have really had a lot of energy and confidence right now, and we feel like after 60 practices and 20 games that we're playing our best basketball of the season. So, and obviously we're going to need that tonight against a great team.
Yeah, and this isn't the Sioux Falls Lincoln hype show, but I do want you to talk about them. They're 19-1 for a reason. They have a who's who of who can hurt you offensively, especially. What can you tell us from a coaching perspective of what we're going to see from the Patriots tonight?
Yeah, they have, 3 all-state players, and, to us, everything starts with their point guard, the Schaefer kid. Just a great athlete. He's only a sophomore, but he plays like a senior. He led he was quarterback of the football team and led him to a AAA state title in football. And, on the football field, he's the same way. He's just a catalyst for everything with his legs and with his arm. And it's the same thing in basketball. He gets out there, and as a point guard, his dribble penetration, when he gets into the paint, they're all good anyway, but when he gets into the paint, he just makes it easy for all those guys, so the rest of them, so he can score on his own. He's a great passer, great vision. He can shoot it. So, that's the number one thing defensively. We just have to keep him contained. We can't let him get downhill and in the paint all night. And obviously their shooter, Erickson, who really hurt us the first time around. He went nuts and hit some deep threes and a lot of shots, and so we have to contain him. So those are two problems right there. And then the DeGroot kid, is their leading scorer, 4-man, and he's a tough matchup. He can play inside and out. He's shooting, 43% from the three-point line, plus he can score on the low block. And then their other guys are really good role players, which would be standouts probably for other teams. The Krimke's kid inside 6'5" and strong and can crafty around the basket. The Knoll kid is a senior, really good defender, plays his role very well. And then off the bench, the Painter kid, 6'2" sophomore, he would start, for anybody else. And if he's on different teams, he'd probably be in consideration for an all-state player. So he's really good. And then 2 more athletes that they bring off the bench. So for us defensively, somehow we're going to have to find ways to get stops. And then that's only half the battle, though, because they're such a great rebounding team that somehow we're going to have to fight and claw for rebounds. And we can't, obviously give them second and third chances at the basket all night. Then offensively, the biggest key is taking care of the basketball. We did not do that the first time around playing them. And teams like Sioux Falls, Lincoln that we've played this year, really high pressure, high intense teams, when we've taken care of the ball, we've been okay. So we're going to make sure that we have to take care of the basketball today.
And I always ask you in our pregame coach interviews, kind of the one key to the game, but you kind of alluded to it there, would be with the rebounding advantage that they do have, obviously would be taking care of the ball on the offensive side, be that one big key.
Yeah, those are it. Keeping Schaefer out of the lane, not letting Erickson, come off screens and catch and shoot. We got to make him make tough shots, contain DeGroot, not let anyone else get going on you. And then, defensively, we just have to finish possessions with rebounds. And then, offensively in the full court and in half court, we have to handle their intense pressure and make them pay for that by drawing some fouls and being able to get downhill and get to the paint ourselves and without being sped up. So those are some of the main challenges that we'll face tonight.
Well, Coach, looking forward to it. Playoff basketball always just feels a little bit different, and I'll be talking to you in the post game up in Sioux Falls, and thanks for joining us. All right, that was Coach Chris Haynes, Yankton Yankton Bucks basketball. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here on the Coach's Corner.
Do you have a pest problem? Bed bugs, bats in the attic, termite damage, earwigs? Olson's Pest Technicians can tackle any of your pest problems. Family owned and operated with over 80 years of pest experience in South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. Proven pest methods include Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatments for bed bugs. Even the toughest pest infestations don't stand a chance. Olson's Pest Technicians, putting pests to rest since 1966. Call 800-KIL-BUGS.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm agent Rhonda Westland is right here in Yankton to help you select the right protection at the right price. Rhonda will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Unlock the power of your home's equity with a home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union. With qualifying rates as low as 3.99% APR and zero application fees, you'll have the flexibility to fund your next big move, whether it's building your dream kitchen or knocking down high-interest debt. But hurry, this limited-time offer is available February 1st through April 30th. Stop into Explorers Credit Union today or visit explorerscu.com to learn more. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
Have a graduating senior in May? Well, it'll be here before you know it. Set up your rooms now for out-of-town guests at the Fairfield by Marriott or Holiday Inn Express in Yankton. The Fairfield offers a comfortable, relaxing stay in modern rooms, and ask about their gathering room for graduation parties. The Holiday Inn Express features large family rooms, hot breakfast, and free happy hour. Get a great rate and flexible reservation changes by calling the Fairfield or Holiday Inn Express in Yankton direct.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com. Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
All right, welcome back into the Coach's Corner. Thanks to, again, Coach Blake Sire for joining us in studio earlier. Coach Chris Hayden joining us on the Pizza Ranch phone line for legendary chicken and the best pizza. It's Yankton Pizza Ranch. It's on Broadway. You can call 665-1222. Coach's Corner show powered by Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. All right, so yeah, Yankton Bucks basketball. Sodak 16 playoff basketball. Yankton was hovering in that 19, 18, 17 area in the standings almost all season long after, season got kind of established in that first quarter of it. And a really big weekend catapults them from, I believe they're in 18 all the way to 16. Beat out Watertown by 1/10 of a point in the AA standings. And if they would have lost at versus Spearfish, Watertown would be the 16th team, not Yankton. So it was a big weekend for the Bucks, but now they have to put that behind them and look toward their biggest challenge of the season all year. I'd say out of 18 or 19 games on the season, the Bucks have been in every one of them. They've been fighting. It comes down to maybe a bad half quarter, right? Something like that, or even just a bad few possessions on the court, which have led to losses. But they've been in there. They've been fighting just like the Bucks always do on the court. There's one game that got out of hand. It's very fast, and that was, I think it was like the third game of the season in Sioux Falls Lincoln. Their opponent today beat Yankton by 40+ in the first matchup, and so Yankton's going to have their hands full. The number one team in Class AA, 19-1 on the season. As I mentioned to Coach Haynes on the Pete's Ranch phone line, this isn't a Sioux Falls Lincoln hype show, but they do deserve that credit. They deserve that recognition. They're very good. So Yankton's going to have to play a very good game today, and I know they can do just that. The 6 o'clock tip-off at Sioux Falls Lincoln High School, and you can catch it on KYNT and KYNTV with myself. It'll be a 5:15 pregame start up at Sioux Falls Lincoln High School, and I'll have Coach Haynes' post-game from after the victory at Douglas combined with this one as our pregame coach interview, kind of trying to set a full picture, paint a full picture before the matchup starts. And we'll go over all the rest of Class AA bracket and yesterday's Sodak 16 bracket for girls basketball, kind of a state of the basketball union, if you will, during our pregame show up at Sioux Falls Lincoln High School. I really hope you are able to join us. And as the seasons all come to an end, another broadcast note. So Yankton Bucks hockey, club hockey, doing very well this season, having a really nice year in the 5th seed, entering the state tournament. That's up at Watertown, the first time making the state tournament. Their first game taking on the Sioux Falls Flyers East, and that is going to be at 5. The game starts at 6. Puck drops at 6. 5:30 pregame show, yes, on KYNT and KYNTV. We aren't covering it ourselves. We are carrying the simulcast, but we'll have they do an excellent job up there. John Winkler, our sister station, KCCR, out of Pierre, will have the call of the action, and we'll be taking that from him. I'll be hosting a pregame and intermission shows as well as your postgame for Yankton Bucks hockey throughout the state tournament. We'll have all those games for you with the Yankton Bucks games here for you on KYNT and KYNTV. Best of luck to them, but they have a little bit more time for us to talk about them. But I wanted to make that broadcast note while we're talking about upcoming broadcasts. Once again, 6 o'clock tip-off, 5:15 pregame. At Sioux Falls Lincoln High School, the Yankton Bucks looking to punch their ticket to the state tournament. It would be one of the biggest upsets since South Dakota went to the Sodak 16 format in the 2017-18 season. And Yankton, I believe, would be the first 16th seed to upset a number 1 seed and make the tournament. And who better to do it than the Yankton Bucks, right? And this team has been very unique in the sense that the record may not show it, but they, like I mentioned before, I wasn't just giving them lip service. They have been in every single game this season, maybe -1, maybe 2 games. They've fought, and they've been in all of them. And maybe they just hit the right stride there at the end of the season. Time will tell. All right, we'll take another break here on the Coach's Corner show. We'll be back here on KYNT and KYNTV. Good morning.
Do you want a job that keeps it real? At Truxedo, a real truck company, we keep it real by promoting our values of excellent service, teamwork, accountability, and innovation. Join the Truxedo team and enjoy your next career adventure. We have a variety of openings, including weekend maintenance technician 2. So don't wait. Get up, get out, and apply at realtruck.com/careers. Start your next adventure with a career at Truxedo.
Moving is hard work. This is Deb Speck from Vision Real Estate, and I'd like to show you how I can make moving a little easier. From staging your home, providing moving boxes and the use of our enclosed courtesy trailer, to the behind-the-scenes marketing, attention to detail, you can rest easy knowing you have an experienced professional working for you. Call me, Deb Speck, at 605-664-5555.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
45, got screened? It's time for your colonoscopy. Colorectal cancer is one of the most preventable and, if found early, most treatable forms of cancer. During Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, Yankton Medical Clinic General Surgeons Dr. Gary, Dr. Kampshoff, and Dr. Sirk remind you to schedule your colonoscopy. The recommended age for screening has been lowered to 45, and it's a simple, outpatient procedure in their on-site surgical center that could save your life. Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Recently, a restaurant owner stopped by the UPS store to print new menus for his updated specials. As we were preparing his order, he asked if we could also print table tents for promoting his seasonal drinks. You bet. Hi, this is Doug with the UPS store of Yankton. We've been helping restaurants and businesses with their printing for over 8 years. Whether it's menus, table tents, or promotional materials, we're here to help your business shine. Come see us today and ask about our shipping services or current print specials. Recently, a restaurant owner stopped by the UPS store to print new menus for his updated specials. As we were preparing his order, he asked if we could also print table tents for promoting his seasonal drinks. You bet. Hi, this is Doug with the UPS store of Yankton. We've been helping restaurants and businesses with their printing for over 8 years. Whether it's menus, table tents, or promotional materials, we're here to help your business shine. Come see us today and ask about our shipping services or current print specials.
You asked, and we listened. The Hy-Vee Market Grill is serving up a new menu full of everything you've been craving. Start your day right with our brioche French toast, plus a side of our favorite golden hash browns. Yes, that's right, they're back. Plus, add some bold flavor to your next meal with our Rise and Shine burger or a plate of wings. Whether you're looking for weekend brunch or an easy weeknight meal, stop by the Hy-Vee Market Grill to grab something tasty for the whole family.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? Sports injuries can happen quickly, posing threats to your health and ability to participate in your regular athletic activities. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson from First Chiropractic Centers. Chiropractic care can provide pain relief from sore and aching muscles and lead to faster recovery after workout by easing the inflammation you experience, like stiffness, pain, or restricted movement. Visit with us about managing your sports injuries. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Investing in your home is easier and more fun when you have local choices. This year, make smart use of your tax refund with new Clopay garage doors from Upper Midwest Garage Door. Residential, commercial, and ag buildings, we offer several options to fit any budget and can show you digitally what your home will look like before you commit to your new doors. Have fun and enjoy your tax refund while investing in your home with new Clopay garage doors. Give us a call for a free consultation or visit uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. This is Mike with the Yankton Pizza Ranch. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food on our buffet for everyone, loaded with pizzas, desserts, and the country's best chicken. Everyone leaves a winner, so make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch of Yankton, available every day from 11 to 8.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
Are you a business owner looking to offer your employees some benefits? We can help. Missouri River Associates offers all the major health insurance carriers, along with group life, dental, vision, and more. Give me, Jen Great, a call today to review your business and employee needs.
Your income is essential and irreplaceable, so protect it with disability income insurance. Get coverage that keeps you secure if life takes an unexpected turn. Disability income allows you to receive income even when you can't work, because your financial security shouldn't depend on your health. Give me, Skylar Sherman with Missouri River Associates, a call.
All right, welcome back in here to the Coach's Corner, live at 1019 Broadway Avenue in Yankton. And Coach's Corner show powered by Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. And Pizza Ranch. For legendary chicken and the best pizza, it's Yankton Pizza Ranch. It's on Broadway. You can call 665-1222. And my kids love the pepperoni pizza. I love pepperoni pizza too, but they're obsessed with it. And it's good stuff. Really can't go wrong with any of the pizzas at Pizza Ranch, or any of the food, really. It's all delicious. Appreciate them providing pizza to our coaches throughout the winter season, the ones that join us here in studio. And for providing the Pizza Ranch phone line for coaches like Coach Chris Haynes this morning to call in and join us. It's much appreciated. Again, 6 o'clock tip-off, 5:15 pregame. Sioux Falls Lincoln High School, the Yankton Bucks basketball team going to look upset the number one team in Class AA. We'll have that coverage for you again on KYNT and KYNTV. And appreciate, as always, you join us. Thanks to our sponsors making this broadcast possible, but most importantly to you, the listener and viewer on KYNT and KYNTV. Yankton's home team and stream. Go Bucks, go Gazelles, go enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm Bryce Ladwig, and this has been the Coach's Corner.
Thank you for listening to Yankton Athletics on KYNT, a Riverfront sports property and Yankton's home team. Be sure to subscribe to the KYNTV YouTube page and hit the notification bell so you never miss the action. You can also find KYNT on Facebook, X, Instagram, and online. Remember, KYNT is your home for Yankton Athletics.